I'd like to welcome everyone to the reorganization meeting of the Scranton School District for December 4, 2017. Would please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mrs. Orr, roll call, please.
I'm going to read the school code, please. In accordance with the provisions of the school code, the members of the Board of Directors of the School District of the City of Scranton will meet in the boardroom of the Administration Building, 425 North Washington Avenue, Scranton, Pennsylvania, 15038 on Monday evening, December 4, 2017, at 7 o'clock p.m. prevailing time, for the purpose of reorganization, including the election of President and Vice President.
Thank you, Mr. Orr. Roll call, please.
Mr. Casey?
Present.
Mr. Dwight?
Present.
Mr. Duffy?
Present.
Mr. Lush?
Here.
Mr. McAndrews?
Present.
Mrs. Oleski?
Present.
Mr. Schuster?
Present.
Mr. Sheridan?
Present.
8 present. I have some presentations here. Mr. Dwight? In recognition of outstanding leadership and dedicated service as the board member of the Scranton School Board of Directors 2013-2017.
Thank you, Mr. Orr.
Dr. Kirian, will you join us? We're going to have the thorn among roses.
Here. This way. Thank you.
Thank you. Carol Oleski, in recognition of outstanding leadership and dedicated service as Vice President of the Scranton Board of School Directors during the year 16-17.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Sheridan, in recognition of outstanding dedication and 8 years of service from 2009 to 2017, and as President of the Scranton Board of School Directors during the year 16-17, and today's school directors are expected to offer more services along with world-class instruction with limited resources. These expectations provide a tremendous challenge for school directors who are unpaid volunteers who work tirelessly giving their free time away from their families to contribute to the schools and communities they serve. Pennsylvania School Board Association recognizes the contributions of dedicated local school directors with long-term service. So on behalf of the PSBA, I present you with the Certificate of Appreciation for your 8 years of service to the Scranton School Board.
Is he holding correctly?
Do we have any remarks by the outgoing members?
I'd like to read from a prepared statement, Mrs. Orr, Mr. Chairman, if that's okay. As my term on the Board of Directors of the Scranton School District comes to an end this evening, I would like to thank some people, and I would like to make some observations. I would like to thank the Superintendent, Dr. Alexis Curian. You have represented the district with integrity and intelligence. Your commitment and diligence to the tasks of raising student achievement and maintaining or trying to attain fiscal health have been relentless. Your performance has faced some daunting and seemingly overwhelming obstacles on the budgetary side of your job, yet you continue presenting opportunities and ideas for solutions. You have been most impressive. To the administrative senior team, I want to give a vote of commendation. In spite of obvious staffing shortages, your work is top-notch. Aaron Keating, Bill Gaynor, Melissa McTiernan, Joe and Jeff Brazil, Greg Sunday, and most recently Pat Laffey are the hardest working team. The Scranton School District can't operate without you. Solicitor John Menorah deals with a large and growing spectrum of tasks, and these tasks are pressure-filled. Negotiations on topics that vary from energy, taxes and healthcare, and collective bargaining with labor unions comprise a gauntlet that the solicitor faces on a daily basis. You have helped to educate me on so much that I consider our friendship a gift. Much gratitude. Virginia Orr, our board secretary, has been more than able. Your work at such a consistent high level of performance is matched only by your kindness and demeanor. We couldn't get by without you, and I will miss you, my friend, a lot. The staff in this building, whose efforts are rarely noticed and praised, I want to thank all of you. You have a great sense of purpose and responsibility to the tasks that you shoulder daily. I am consistently impressed with all of you. In my term in office, I've witnessed much, and I break these experiences into three categories: successes, failures, and horrors. And this is where I'm going to try and soften things. On the success side, we have curriculum, and I say that without any exaggeration, that when I came to the board in the spring of 2013, by appointment, we had no functioning curriculum in the Scranton School District. None. That, thanks to the superintendent and the senior leadership team and our great classroom teachers. Working together, that condition has been eliminated, and the curriculum pieces are now finally falling into place. Textbooks. In the fall of 2013, we learned of a severe textbook shortage at South Scranton Intermediate School. With some serious whip cracking, that problem has been solved. Every student has a book in every class. The administrative hiring procedure, the manner in which we screen, interview, and appoint our administrators has been updated with this policy change. It is an unqualified success. The Memorial Stadium turf replacement, with the leadership of former Director Martinelli and the tireless efforts of Jeff Brazil, the playing surface at the stadium has been refitted with the latest and best artificial surface available for our student athletes. It is without question the premier high school athletic facility in the region, and we found a corporate sponsor to pay for it in the Penn Federal Credit Union. Successful bidding of our food service and energy contracts. These contracts should serve as a model for the types of contracts in the future with all our vendors. Library cards. It may not seem like a big deal, but in the fall of 2015-2016 school year, thanks to the cooperation of the Scranton Public Library and our administrative staff and our building principals, all of our students have been issued a library card, and that's continued every year with our new entrants. It's a path to literacy and information for life. We've had failures, and we've had some horrors, and I'm just, quite frankly, going to dwell on one. and I have a list of a bunch. But honestly, having had to have sat and endure through the charade of Auditor General Di Pasquale's performance at City Hall on October 24th was more than I can contain by comments. It was an absolute travesty that he came here, jumped over 3 successive audits of this school district's performance to belittle and subject this district to criticism that I've never seen on a local level directed at any municipal entity or school district. It's ridiculous. We all knew we had a deficit, and we all knew that we had bus contract issues for all of that time. But to be belittled for things that happened in 2004 and 2006, when none of the members of this board had anything to do with any of that behavior, nor our administration, was absurd. And it was done with sarcasm and vulgarity. I've never witnessed anything like it. It was awful. And I don't think the district deserves it. We have problems, we have issues, and we're working hard to fix them. We are. There's nobody here who's got his hand out. I'm telling you that in the vernacular. Everybody's here for the right reasons that's on this board tonight, and I have no doubt that the 2 new members that are going to be seated are equally properly motivated. We've been caught in a situation where forces way beyond our control, coupled with some anachronisms that we were dealing with and we were late to the party, have put us in a big hole. We'll find our way out of it. But we didn't deserve and don't deserve that kind of beratement. It's just not fitting. I want to congratulate the 2 new directors on their successful campaigns. It's a long haul. It's an ordeal. I would never do it again. God bless you. It's really difficult to do. Mrs. Dixon and Ms. Martin, I wish you the best. And I've said this already to my current colleagues. If there's ever anything anybody needs from me, please don't hesitate. I'll be happy to do whatever I can to assist the Scranton School District in your efforts on this board. And with regard to Mrs. Dixon and Ms. Martin and my fellow board members, remember, the kids are counting on you. Thank you.
First of all, I would like to congratulate our 2 new members, Ms. Dixon and Ms. Gilmartin. Welcome aboard. I think it's a big task you've taken on, and I think you're up to doing it, and I want to congratulate you again. 8 years ago, when I was put on the board and I sat in this seat, I was scared, okay, because you didn't know what you were facing, just like you guys are looking at right now. Mr. Lesh kind of took me under his wing, and we learned a lot of things in the last 8 years. And we worked together in the last 8 years, and especially in the last 2 years. It's been an uphill battle for the Scranton School Board, and I really want to say to my fellow members, thank you for the unity, thank you for staying together and fighting this fight together, because it's been a long road, and it's probably a lot longer road down the road. You guys got a bigger task in front of you. But over the years, what I gained here is I gained a lot of sisters and brothers, not only on the board, but on our administration. Doctor, it's been great working with you, Rosie, Missy, everyone on administration. John, you've been a great solicitor, and I think you're above and beyond. And everybody in this school district, from the employees, right up to administration. Thank you again for working with me. It's been a pleasure. I'll miss the school district being here, but I'm going home with a lot of friends on my side. And I just want to say thank you.
That I have in my possession the certificate of elections for the newly elected board members, Robert Casey, Barbara Dixon, Katie Gilmartin, and Mark McCain. And now we can just go along with the oath. So, Mr. Casey.
So repeat after me. I, Robert Casey Jr.,
I, Robert Casey Jr.,
and raise your right hand. Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of these United States
the Constitution of these United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the
and
duties
that I will discharge the duties
of my office
of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
By the authority vested in me through the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, you are so sworn.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Mrs. Dixon?
Not too late for you.
I want to tell everybody before I swear Barbara in that I am so proud to be here. I swore just to let everybody in on this board in the years gone by. We have two mayors here, Mayor Connors, Mayor Peters. What a beautiful event this is. And I'm so proud of you, Barbara, for what you did, and I want to congratulate you. And now I'm going to swear you in and make you a school director. Raise your right hand, please, and repeat after me. I, Barbara Dixon,
I, Barbara Dixon,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and
the
defend
Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth.
and I will discharge the duties of my office
I will discharge the duties of my office
with fidelity
with fidelity.
by the authority vested in me by the laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. I now declare you an elected Scranton school director. Congratulations. And you have a great grandson, AJ.
Congratulations.
Come on over here, we'll sign this. Right there, buddy.
My son-in-law, not my grandson.
Yeah,
Don't
so-
make me
I said
that.
son-in-law, did I say grand? I like grandson. Sorry about that.
Barbara, you know.
You can't get away now.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll tell you what about it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I'll sit there.
And Ms. Gilmartin?
Geez, Judge Tom Unley's trying to outdo me here. So, I'm thrilled about Bob Casey. I'm thrilled about Katie Gilmartin.
I never should have said that with Judge Judy. No matter what you do, you can't be here. Can't be here on anything.
Please raise your right hand. I, Catherine Gilmartin,
I, Catherine Gilmartin,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of these United
the
States
Constitution of these United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties
and that I will discharge the duties
of my office
of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
And by the authority vested in me through the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, you are so sworn. Congratulations.
Good job.
Thank you.
I need a judge. I need a judge.
You do?
Yeah, I know.
I need there you go.
Are there any mummies left?
Well, you definitely are up one on them now.
Raise your right hand. I, Mark McAndrew,
I, Mark McAndrew,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of these United States
the Constitution of these United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties
and I will discharge the duties
of my
of
office
my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
By the authority vested in me through the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, you are so sworn.
So that's it, make yourself at home.
Tag me on this one. Tag me on this one.
And now I'd like to review the list of qualified and legally elected board members. The qualified and legally elected board members are Robert Casey, 2018 to 2022, Barbara Dixon, 2018 to 2022, Paul Duffy, 2016 to 2020, Catherine Martin, 2018 to 2022, Robert Lesh, 2016 to 2020, Mark McAndrew, 2018 to 2022, Carol Oleski, 2016 to 2020, and Thomas Schuster, 2016 to 2020. Now I would like a motion to, for a temporary chair.
I would like to make a motion that Tom Schuster is temporary chair.
Second.
Second. Mr. Casey?
Yes.
Mrs. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Duffy?
Yes.
Mrs. DeMartin? I'm sorry, Ms. DeMartin. It's okay. Mr. Lesh?
Yes.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Mrs. Oleski?
Yes.
Mr. Schuster?
Yes.
Eight affirmative.
All right, I'd like to, what was that?
You're there, you're over here.
That's what
I don't blame you.
I would like to accept the motion for the office of president.
I'd like to make a motion for Tom Schuster for president.
Second.
Roll call.
Mrs. Dixon?
No.
Mr. Duffy?
Yes.
Ms. DeMartin? Yes. Mr. Lesh?
No.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Mrs. Oleski?
No.
Mr. Schuster?
Yes.
4-4. Mr. Casey?
No.
4-5. Motion fails. Four. Sorry.
I'd like to make a motion to nominate Barb Dixon for the office of president.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Duffy?
With regard to this, I know it seems strange that we just vote somebody down and vote somebody off the board. Normally, a new candidate, I wouldn't normally be in favor of taking a seat like this, especially a year like this. This is a gigantic task. This is a task that requires a ton of attention and a ton of time. With that being said, I think Ms. Dixon possesses more experience than anyone on this board, both at the mid-level management and as a teacher. I know there'll be some stepping stones that she's going to have to hurdle with regard to stepping onto this board day one and becoming president. However, I would definitely be in favor of her, short of Mr. Schuster not being elected to the position. So I will be changing my vote, and I will vote yes for Ms. Dixon.
Ms. Martin?
No.
Mr. Lush?
Yes.
Mr. McAndrew?
No.
Mrs. Oleski?
Yes.
Mr. Schuster?
No.
Mr. Casey?
Yes.
Ms. Dixon?
Yes.
5 affirmative, 3 negative, motion passes.
All right, next, I accept the motion for the office of vice president.
I'd like to make a motion that Robert Casey's name be placed in nomination.
I would second.
Roll call.
Mr. Duffy?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
No.
Mr. Lush?
Yes.
Mr. McAndrew?
No.
Mrs. Oleski?
Yes.
Mr. Schuster?
No.
Mr. Casey?
Yes.
Mrs. Dixon?
Yes.
5 affirmative, 3 negative, motion passes.
And I'll accept the motion to close the nomination.
I'd like to make a motion to close nominations.
Second.
Now we just need the swearing in of the president and the vice president.
Are there any judges?
Oh, we got
Laura, just filled in more than once.
I just have this one.
I like this. It's nice to get the obvious and get it out.
I, Barbara Dixon,
I, Barbara Dixon,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties of presidency with fidelity.
and I will discharge the duties of presidency with fidelity.
Congratulations. I think I'm catching up to the Judge Montes here with the swearing in. Need a few more officers. Raise your right hand. I, Robert Casey,
I, Robert Casey,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will obey, support, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties of vice presidency with fidelity.
and that I will discharge the responsibilities,
The duties of vice
duties
president
of Vice President
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Robert, you do have to move. I'm sorry. Yeah, there you go.
You can sit next to me.
I am. I like it here. I think I was here.
I just need a new roll call from you, President Gleason.
Thank you. Will you do a new roll call for the new board, Stuart?
Mr. Casey?
Present.
Mr. Duffy?
Present.
Mr. Martin? Mr. Lesh?
Here.
Mr. McAndrew?
Present.
Mrs. Roweski?
Present.
Mr. Schuster?
Present.
Mrs. Dixon?
Present.
8 present.
Motion to adjourn, please.
Well, wait a minute.
Remarks by incoming president.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
That's okay. I won't keep anybody long. I'm just honored to be sitting in this seat. I've been in this room so many times throughout my entire career. And just the whole amazing journey of campaigning, stepping out of comfort zones, meeting new people and new friends, and knowing that I made it to this, well, made it to school director to be able to make a difference. And this board, it is my hope that this board, we can work all as a team, because we have a lot of work to do. We have to roll our sleeves up, and we have to all work together, because we have to go forward. There's no ands, ifs, or buts. And I'm honored that people have the confidence in me to put me here, and I'm going to work very hard. Thank you.